I hate this bum-ass, dusty-ass skeleton. No, because actually, Dust Sands in ULC is the most obnoxious and most fundamentally questionable character out of the whole game. I swear he is. His whole shtick of the more kills, the more strength he gains is silly and fucking dumb at worst a lot of the time. Because most of his phases, apart from Ruins I suppose, because, it being more sub-utility focus, do a metric shit ton of damage, and can be extremely hard to dodge when combined with each other. His high damage means that he can get easier kills, and easier kills means he gets more damage, and then more attacks that are harder to dodge. Why is that necessary? I personally don't know why. When he shoots a Gaster Blaster, and then 15 more Gaster Blasters come out, along with a Bone Rush that covers half your screen, and a whole bunch of other moves such as random fireballs and him himself getting ready to punch you or hit you with any type of counter, block, or dash, or attack, it gets very overwhelming very quickly, which can be extremely obnoxious. And you wanna know what one of the worst parts is? When your teammates are inting and end up beating the Sands. This character, which already feels like he's strong, a little above the average, gets a kill in the beginning of the game because your teammate is either new, or just bad, or just doesn't feel like playing, and it makes all the other characters' lives harder because now he does more damage, has more stamina, and is harder to kill. This is ridiculous. It just feels so bad to fight against him in general. In any stage of the game, you're literally starting from an uphill battle. In most other games, characters that do more damage by scaling into the late game typically have a pretty weak early stage off. And Dust Sands really just seems not to be that weak in any aspect because they're scared of making him feel bad. If you want to have the whole more kills, more damage, leveling up mechanic, they probably should just make him more focused on single target damage. Make him try to weasel people into isolated 1v1s. By forcing them into isolated 1v1s, then he has the time to shine and win these 1v1s by not doing ridiculous damage, but I don't know, by him comboing them or chipping them down while he runs around. I don't know, something along these lines that allows him to then have time to get kills and get stronger rather than just feeling super broken in the beginning. But the worst of the worst of this is Murder Sands. He is the epiphany of unbalanced character. Murder Sands does 2 damage per second while in his attacks, and your HP bar drains while also having attacks that a lot of the time cover half, if not all of the map. When you are fighting against him, sometimes he puts you into an undodgeable situation that's not necessarily your fault unless you were to play like the biggest pussy known to man, but even then, he still has a customizable kit that can be curated towards whoever plays him. So more aggressive Santas can play with a fuck ton of damage, and more passive Santas can punish you to shit if you get impatient against him. It is obnoxious. Literally, his problems have been dialed up to 11 with 1 skin. Whose idea was this? Holy shit, when I fight against this character, I feel like ass. And you can just say, oh my gosh, low skill. I don't give a flying fuck. Listen, when next time you fight against Murder Sands and have your HP bars there, I'll be on your shoulder saying, no skill, bitch ass. And speaking of no skill, don't even get me started on Dust Belief. Holy fucking shit. What is that?